Hello and welcome to the broadcast. I'm BRUTALMATT. It's time for Blood Bowl. G'day everyone, BRUTALMATT, and it is time for Blood Bowl 3. If anyone is joining me today, welcome. You can catch the game later on if you do happen to miss it. So for anyone out there, YouTube will have the games after they're streamed. We upload them to the YouTube channel, BRUTALMATT. So let's talk Blood Bowl 3. Now we've had a couple of big announcements in the Blood Bowl world. I'll get to them in a minute. But I just want to focus a little bit on what we've got here right now. And we are doing ReBBL. Today's game will be round number 3 in the Fresh Division in the Big O. And we are coming up against a former Super League champion in the coach of CokeGuy. He won, I think, Blood Bowl 3 Season 2. This is Season 5. I think he's even a Blood Bowl 2 Super Bowl recipient. I'm guessing. I don't have the stats in front of me. I could go look them up, but I just really am only going off the top of my head. But one thing is for certain, he has won the Super Bowl. And the Super Bowl, for anyone out there, so ReBBL is a worldwide Blood Bowl competition. I believe we could be the largest. That's definitely been documented as we are one of the biggest Blood Bowl 3 online leagues, and it consists of 3 major comps. ReBBL is the ReBBL. It's the Red Eternal Blood Bowl League. The ReBBL League is the American League. G-Man is referred to as sort of the European League, and then the Big O, which is the Australasian League. Now, the coaches don't necessarily all come from those parts of the world. Some coaches do because of their own life schedules and maybe when they're up and their working life balances play in different leagues. So I know BB Nut over in the UK does play in the Big O League. And go check out BB Nut's channel. A very good coach. He does quite a lot of Blood Bowl 3 streaming, so you're always going to get a game and you're going to learn a lot from just watching him play. So shout out to Blood Bowl Nut. If I was actually any good streamer, I'd give him a proper shout out. I don't know exactly what I'm doing, so let's go and quickly share our stream on the Discord Blood Bowl 3 announcements and let everyone know that we've got a game coming. I should also jump over to Blood Bowl 3, which, go me, I haven't even loaded Blood Bowl 3 yet. So let's go load up. We'll come back to Blood Bowl 3 ReBBL. Let's talk about the news. Let's just turn off good old desktop audio while Blood Bowl 3 loads. 2 big announcements in the Blood Bowl world. We've got the Blood Bowl 3 announcement, which just was only, I believe, today or yesterday. And that is with the new season, Season 10. They are giving out a new team, which they do every 3 months. They introduce a new team as part of their schedule. Obviously, that is to keep, obviously, people interested in participating, gets the players to obviously try in the leagues to. You can play for free and unlock those teams by getting those games under your belt. You don't have to pay for the new team. But the new team is going to be Vampires. A team that, in my experience on tabletop... Now, there's been quite a lot of different... Like, Blood Bowl has had Vampires in the game since that third edition period. I remember having Count Luthor as part of the Undeads back when I started back in 1994 or whatever year it was, third edition Blood Bowl. And Count Luthor with Hypnotic Gaze was really good. He was a super strong character back then, though. He was block and dodge, strength 5, agility 4. Hi, Newt. How are you? As my fellow undead coach in Big O, welcome. And my undeads are not going well. So, Coke is one of the UMass. What's UMass? I don't know what you mean by UMass. So the Vampires have been a team which have been around for a little while now, back from, back when as I was mentioning, they had the Count Luthor, and then they started to tweak with some additional rules by having slightly less powerful vampires available for rosters. And then a vampire team eventually got introduced. And with that, they had obviously some different rules around Bloodlust. Now, that Bloodlust was pretty much consistent up until they did Season 2, which was Tabletop Season 2, which was 2020. So 2016 and around that, they had their standard Bloodlust. On a 1, they fail, they run off the pitch if they don't bite somebody. Then they brought in Season 2, which changed the vampires to animal savagery, which I did play the Bloodlust, and I also played the animal savagery versions pre to the current vampires that we have. And the animal savagery was brutal. I really found it difficult to get consistency with animal savagery. The great thing about the animal savagery was it was before their activation, so they were always guaranteed to do something. But in some games, I would just decide, this is the turn to go all in on, and you're activating. Back there it was the vampires were all the same. They're all vanilla vampires, so they're all movement strength 4, agility 2+, and no skills. So you give them pro and you give them block and all that sort of jazz. But the animal savagery was on a 4+ to move, or a 2+ if you're doing a block action. Now, unless they're based, and I took actually jump up on quite a few of the vampires just to give them that extra ability to do a block action if they needed to. Hopefully they're in a tackle zone marked and they can do their jump up hit. So 2+ for the jump up, 2+ for the block. To get the animal savagery. The other problem with that 4+ was that turn you decide to go all in, which is doing a bunch of hypnotic gaze. I was just churning through some players really quickly, and sometimes your own vampires, because you could do that with the animal savagery. And it costed me quite a lot of players in the league. So I never found good cohesion. I took them to a few tournaments. I actually took them to Oz Bowl, which was 2020... Was that 2022 Oz Bowl? Jeez, I can't remember now. I think it was. I was part of the ACT team. They needed I was one of the final players just to they reached out and said, hey, we need another coach. I live in Brisbane, obviously. They said, ACT team needs one more coach. What's your affiliation to ACT? I started my Blood Bowl journey in the ACT back when I was a young fella. And I lived in the ACT for, 12 years or something like that. So they said, yep, fantastic, you're in. Went to the Oz Bowl. Took vampires. It was just vampires with pro. So they were single skilled vampires with pro. Did really well. I had a couple of games that went begging where just a simple 2-up would have cost me the game, would have won me the game, and I failed. But you're doing a lot of dice rolls, so you're going to run into failures with vampires. I got really disappointed in my first game where on both turns 8 and 16, which cost me the game, in turn 8, a dwarf coach not only chain pushed, dodged out, threw a pass, and scored a touchdown. So it was a chain push to get a bloke free, close enough to the touchdown zone. He had to dodge out. Then he still had to go pick up the ball, piff the ball, which was still, I think, a 5+, and then still catch it in the end zone. And they succeeded, and I was like flabbergasted. I'm like, well, I thought I did everything I could to stop you scoring. They went 1-0 up at the time. I went took it to 1-1. They had a turn 16 opportunity. Exact same thing again. And they were able to succeed. And I lost that game 2-1. And that was the first game of the Oz Bowl champs, round 1. And I was shattered. But anyway, so back to Vampires. I did very well. Actually was the best coach in the ACT team for that one. We came, I think, out of the 7 states, 4th or 5th. I can't remember, but we weren't in the top 3. I know that much. I think we ended up being 5th in the end. But yeah, it took Vampires to that. That was a lot of fun. I haven't done tabletop with the new Vampire Bloodlust yet. I've sort of been doing other teams and playing around there, but watching them, I've had quite a lot of games against them, admittedly. They were obviously very popular when they got re-released with the new Bloodlust, and the new Bloodlust is great. The new Vampire Runners are fan-bloody-tastic. Obviously, Throwers would be probably up there as one of the top 10 plays in the game. Maybe sitting in there as maybe, for me, 6th or 7th in actual top plays and that's just a single player in the Blood Bowl world. So, look, Vampires are very, very dangerous in the right hands. And now back to being that Bloodlust of mostly 2+, obviously 3+ for your Vargeist and your Blitzers. But they still come with great skills. Hypnotic Gaze is broken. We all know that. And it really makes a difference in a game. I was at a tournament about this time last year. I took High Elves to a tournament, top table, for Game 4. Win it, and I'm pretty much guaranteed top 4 at that stage. Came up against a Vampire team and lost that one 2-1. Only because I just could not do enough screening off to stop them from getting the ball back off me. So yeah, it's really, really difficult to stop a Vampire Hypnotic Gaze team, particularly now that they are able to do that on 2+, 3+, back when Animal Savagery was always a 4+. So anyway, that was that. I better make sure that poor old CokeGuy's not waiting for me. He is. Okay, so let's get into Blood Bowl 3. Let's jump over. So the other big news that I wanted to also share was the announcement of a new 3rd edition or 3rd season Tabletop Blood Bowl. So yes, that is true. There is now lots of news in the Blood Bowl world, and there's been plenty of talk when it comes to some new additions to the Blood Bowl tabletop and some potential rule changes and new teams. So we might talk about that a bit later. We might have to meet up and play a game in person one day. Maybe we should. Maybe you should join some leagues. You don't play in any leagues, Lemon. Anyway. You used to play in Vault. I play in Vault. I've been playing in Vault for the last 6 years. Vault just about to start. In fact, registration's closed today for Vault. Although you could probably still join up. He's going to do the league draw on Monday, but I reckon Dylan's probably going to be a bit late to that. Yeah, anyway. Have we played against each other in Vault? Surely not. Because they've got the two teams. Season 1 and 2 of their Blood Bowl League, so we probably have played. Yeah, then we probably have played. Unless we just happened to be in different divs at the time. But yeah, I've been playing since... So I joined in 2019, which was, 6 years ago. Did one season of the 2016 rule set. Bigger Than Cheese Homie. Who are you? Well, I was BRUTALMATT. But I would have been playing Undeads back then. No, I took Undeads for 2016. And then when they launched, I went to Necro. I took Necro to a final, but lost the GF against David and his Skaven. I can't remember what his Skaven team was called. Swiss Cheese or something? I can't remember than that. Bigger Than Cheeses, homie. So I had Necro. I took Necro for a couple of seasons. Only Undead you remember is Henry. I know that Jeff's played Undead. Andrew's played Undead. I don't think Andrew won with Orcs the year I first started. And that was a back-to-back win for him. I can't remember what he did the year before. He did Nurgle from memory. Andrew won with Nurgle the year before. No, he won the year after. He went back-to-back. I think it was Tobias who won the year before I joined in 2018. So I joined 2019. There was obviously 2 seasons. So he won with Orcs. He beat me in the first game of the finals. I had my Undead, he had his Orcs. That was a 2-1 loss against him. And then he went on to win with Orcs. And then I took Necro, but I didn't make the finals with my first season with Necro. I think... And then after that, after Andrew went back-to-back, Damien won with... we must have missed each other. Absolutely. And we hadn't even moved to tour play then yet either, so we were using the old... online app, which ended up going to garbage because whoever was moderating it stopped moderating it. We needed all these amendments made with 2020, which we couldn't do. There was actually some controversy with that because when I redrafted my Necro from Season 1 to Season 2, I didn't take a full 11-man roster. And I asked the question, because you could do it on the app, and I asked the question, where in the rule set does it say it has to be a full 11-man roster? It says new teams only. It doesn't say anything about redraft. So I asked the question to Dylan, who didn't end up responding, but then a few coaches said, no, you can't do that. That's not right. You've got to have an 11-man roster to start. And I said, well, I asked the question. No one responded. So I took my roster with I think it was a 9-man roster, so I got Journeyman. I was able to redraft, and we were all too new to the redraft rules a little bit ourselves, and as a result I had to give up 80k of my treasury, which was to replace the 2 Journeyman, which should have been zombie linemen. So kind of a mistake on the moderators for not answering my question, because I asked before we started, hey, do I have to draft to 11, or can you please clarify the rule? And that didn't end up happening. Anyway, so and I ended up winning 2023. So my signature's on the helmet for 2023. I won it with Amazons. So I'm a Vault Bowl champion. I've made the finals now a couple of times. The Amazons made it the second year for the grand final, but we lost against Vampires that game. I double won a catch to my star Amazon Blitzer. They had catch and diving catch as randoms, and it was a simple 2+. I had the catch, so I rolled a 1, re-rolled it into a 1. It was a 2+ with the diving catch, And if I caught that, we were going to extra time, and I didn't catch it. So that ended up costing me the grand final, and that was Jeff who won that season as well. That was 2024, because I won in the second half, the spring 2023. He won the fall 2024. And I think Andrew won again. Yeah, so anyway, let's go to the teams. I know that CokeGuy has messaged me, so we need to just quickly check what he said. Oh, he's spinning. Let's get in to play. I don't need to do any other team adjustments. I've already done all that, so let's get started with Blood Bowl. It doesn't come up here anymore. It used to come up here that your opponent was spinning. That's weird. Alright, so for anyone who's not aware, my team is doing absolute garbage. 740, we've been just running into nothing but garbage opportunities. We're getting no value out of anything we're doing, and we're just having our opponents absolutely squish the crap out of me. So we're going inducement heavy. We've got plenty of money to spend in this game. If all is correct, I've got 360, but I know what I'm buying. Anyone want to guess?
Welcome back to Cabal Vision HD.
Alright. Excuse me while I just have a drink, because I had a few drinks last night. Woke up a bit dusty this morning. Watched my favourite NRL team play last night, the Roosters, get the win over the Souths, which is always a great win in my books, because I hate Souths more than anyone else. And that also guaranteed the Roosters a spot in the finals in the NRL. So tequila was on the menu last night. I had a few of those. All right, Gat back on it.
Good weather. Shame. Nothing to spice things up.
Ah, you must be referring to get back on it. I'm watching at work. Okay. So my opponent 340. We are going straight to the star players. We are buying Ivan. And we are buying Helmet. So he's got no bench. So it's only no number 6. So it's only an 11-man roster. If we can cut down a few players, we'll have 2 on the bench now. If we can get Helmet to fire and cut down some players, we have to win on numbers. For anyone interested, I have no strength. Ivan will be my only strength up player. Everyone else is strength 3. Both the Mummies last game got crunched. But as I've already said before, I'm having just one of those Blood Bowl seasons where nothing goes right, everything goes wrong. It's got to turn around. Can only hope. So yeah, that's the purchase. We've got to win the numbers game. We're not winning the strength game. We've got to hope that we maybe get an opportunity to receive.
This coach is bringing out the big.
And
That's a lot of money.
And go after a couple of strength 4 players with Helmet, and just hopefully we cut through and get a few. The only problem there will be return punches on Helmet. Unless we can isolate single players, he'll blitz them, and then it'll be a way just to cover him up after the fact. So we lost the toss. We are kicking, but we're still going to put Helmet out there. We kind of can't not do that. I'm going to leave a ghoul on the bench. Not too... I know I need the speed actually, so maybe I won't do that. We'll put loaners on the line. You can go down the front as well. You can go in the middle. Actually, we've got to think about who we go in the middle. Switch you two. And we'll switch you two. So the question is, do I want to run with 2 goals? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potential fodders. I think I've got to leave a goal off. Just you watch me regret that decision. But I'm going to lose helmet eventually, so I'm going to need the speed later. I've just got that feeling. I'm going to lose players. That's a no-brainer here. Alright, I think we'll run with that. Let's just switch you two. And we'll switch you two as well. Worst name for a big guy. Gold ship. Yeah, look, I've been on the end of casualty counts. My last game against Mr. Buzz, and he did it to me the game before. He towered me up. He towered me up this game. Watch the game. We had great value. We got knockdowns with the Mummies regularly. We got knockdowns on his players regularly. But we couldn't break armour all game. Again, we went through a game with only 1 Kaz, and it came on turn 16. Both the Mummies, this is now game 7, so 6 games in, both the Mummies have done nothing. One of them's got block now, but that's after 2 MVPs and 2 Kazs. The other Mummy, after 6 games, still doesn't have a single SP. Despite me focusing quite heavily around them getting 3 dice blocks and trying to do most of the heavy lifting. So I've been on the wrong end of everything in all my games. I'm bitching and whinging, and I most certainly am cynical, but this team is definitely cursed and not doing well. So let's just see if we can have some good outcomes. However, I will say, for the first time in plenty of games, both online, with Arena, with Official, and with my nonners, and with the ReBBL, last game was the first time we received on turn 1 and we didn't lose 2 or more players. That's an early reroll. And if this one doesn't get removed, we are on track for it happening again. No, I spoke too soon. That's a KO probably. Oh no, he stays on. Well, I might only lose 1 player unless he fouls still, and I could still lose 2. But it's always been turn 1, 2 or more, and it's been consistent for weeks now. Weeks and weeks and weeks.
A prone player is a dead player.
Mummies can't let me down today. Yeah, they're resting. They got they forgot how to play Blood Bowl. I think they just said, "Oh look, we need a break. I'm just going to get myself injured here." No, that's not true. Alright, he picks it up. He's got it in a chaos blocker that obviously wants to score to get a level up. That's exactly what you would be doing. They carry the ball well. I just got to keep him free for strip ball later. A push will be fine. Alright, so he's going heavy. Looks like we can maybe blitz this one. Nope.
What's that?
Probably here for the blitz. No, here for the blitz. I can't protect him too much. Can't put any guard anywhere. Unless I take this one out. That puts him long way out of position. Could just blitz to here. Another follow-up. That's string 4. Can't get any good assists. 1-2. Stands you up. Ivan could do the blitz, but it's not great. And putting you in harm's way. Although you don't have dodge, so to here, and then the chainsaw hit afterwards. Okay, we'll try that. We'll try that. So if we go you to here, and then what, Ivan to there? No, you're doing the blitz. So Ivan to here. That helps strengthen it up. Go strong this side. Yeah, okay. So maybe I'm not using Ivan yet. Okay, we'll go there. I'm going to put you back to here. We go you there. You there.
He's coming to help his buddy.
We'll do that now. It's a push. We'll stay.
Hey, that play looked almost competent.
Keep you there. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, we're going to stand these guys up. It slows him down a bit. Allows him to reposition. Why can't you chainsaw? Oh, there. That was weird. And we don't armor break. And there's no point using my pro on that one. Once per game, armor roll. I use to re-roll a single die. Yep, let's do it. Let's get it out the way early. Yeah, right. A 1 into a 2. Bloody hell. So once again, we've got value. We don't get any value. So helmet's going down. I can't stop an assist there. So yeah, we'll just leave it like that. So we've lost helmet already, no doubt. Stand firm might be the only thing that keeps him going, but
What's that?
A good coach always uses the right player for the right job.
yeah, like I said, it's been the story. I get good value. I did nothing in return. This shit happens, and I'll lose helmet now. See you, helmet.
Relieve his team. Well done.
So, yeah. So, turn 1, it's already gone disastrously. All we can do now is try and slow down his opportunity and hope he doesn't score. But we're already a player down. We've lost another one, so yeah. And regen failed, so that's another good player out the way. So if it wasn't turn 1, it's turn 2. Yeah, my team is cursed. This team is just doing absolutely horrible. And I've asked the question, what can I do differently? Unfortunately, no one can answer it. This guy will get fouled.
Nothing good comes from spending any time on the ground in this game.
I don't know if you guys watched my last game, but I don't know what I could have done differently in that either. Again, I had value all over the box. I had the Mummies getting knockdowns.
Punched above
We were
and
getting
below the
great
belt
opportunities
at
on the
the
elf
same
learners,
time.
taking them. So yeah,
Now
it's
we
just
can
Blood Bowl.
move freely.
But it's definitely disheartening because now this is like 6 games. This team I would expect to turn around eventually, but they haven't yet. So, all right, we can blitz here. Get a follow up, get another block. That's all I've got really. So you can come here. Just go straight up. Need this to be a knockdown. No, it's just what it is.
He's now as free as a fork.
It's just an extreme amount of misfortune. I've been waiting for the games to turn, and they haven't yet. Actually, I might as well follow up because we can still push you away. But as you can see, I'm already 2 players down, and I'm going to
They've got
lose
the advantage,
pretty badly.
but there is no sure thing in luck.
We'll stay.
That'll help the player move without risk.
You can stay there. You might as well dodge out. We'll just dodge you to here. He's going to take that space. So what? What do I do with you? I mean, I guess if I dodge out to here, that's your blitz target. Unless you take this space. But you could come this way and try and cut it off later. No, there's no point. Might as well just do this. And he fails.
Are you kidding me? If you can't run, don't try that kind of move.
I'm not too sure what it is. Let's just put it down to programming in the undeads at the moment that they're not meant to succeed anything. Yeah, he takes that as a target, and he's going to take this space now. He's obviously looking to get multiple blocks if it was a success, but another armor break.
We may see that
Another
player
KO.
later, if they wait.
So 4 players gone. 3, sorry. No, 4. 4 players gone.
That player's free. Find some ball there.
So yeah, I'm not too sure what to do. I'm really not. I mean, I guess I just run away now. I just send the ghoul away. Try and pick a few targets. I mean, I don't want to lose the ghoul. I've lost 3 ghouls already. So I might as well just keep
I
him
think he's
safe.
moving. No, he's
Ivan's not going to be able to do much. I might just blitz Ivan out. Not that I can. Double assist here. That's now taken up, so that could be a good blitz. So you can't do much.
Safety in numbers.
So I think we'll just do that. We'll just blitz here and run the ghoul away. Oh, maybe we just do that blitz. No. Just blitz here and run the ghoul away. No. Let's re-roll it. I got nothing else to use my re-rolls on. I'm not going to stop this drive. I might have an opportunity later, but I might as well try and get a removal.
They look almost competent.
So we could go here to here. Maybe we'll just throw a 1 die actually. A push isn't great. So it's a loner piece. Nah. It was uphill anyway. Oh, of course it was. Yeah, duh.
I've played on this pitch before, Jim. Oh, we lost, if I remember right. Lost the ball, at any rate. Couldn't find it under a big pile of corpses.
So we'll lose Ivan now, no doubt. Probably to not only a hit down, but to a foul. I'd expect that to happen. Oh, I'm surprised he didn't put him there.
Now his body can move freely.
Still going to get good value here. If this is a knockdown, he should still be able to foul it pretty comfortably. Yeah.
The players on the
He's
ground.
getting...
Looks like he's about to get a
I
kick.
guess. Oh, he's got blocks, so that's fair
5
enough.
gold pieces says he gets kicked in the face first. They could follow up, of course, but they've wisely decided not to. They're gathering around that lone player, like halflings round a sandwich. That could have been worse.
Sorry, a bit quiet. Like, yeah. I've got no action. I can't do anything. Whatever I do here will be horrible. Can maybe just try and
Aha, here's some
dodge out Ivan, but you watch him fall over on the dodge and bust
Should they
himself.
be stomping on the player's neck with
That
those
I almost
stupid
guarantee
stats
will
on?
happen.
ref's not looking.
It's about how things are going. I'll be able to pick this one off. Maybe here actually. Might pick the blocker off. Just do a block this way. No. Well, I could stand you up. You could do... maybe not. Yeah. You can come this way. That's a rush. I could do a 2 dice on the ogre. No, it's only a 1 die. No, I think we'll just blitz this one. Alright, let's just send the ghoul away. Actually, the ghoul could do the blitz and then dodge back out. We'll do that. At least he might survive. The dodge. Let's just do that.
You can't argue with that call, can you, Bob?
No,
Stay. So,
They're going to spend time.
I've got a
on-
Kaz.
Very nice move.
That's my first in how long? You might as well go there. And Ivan might as well come back to here. Oh, he survived the dodge. Just see if you dodge. He does. So I can put him here just to protect
He's
Ivan a bit
sprinting.
more.
Let's hope it's going to be okay.
Alright. And you might as well dodge. No, you just keep you on the ground. Don't need to waste another opportunity to lose a player.
That's a strike made with technique and precision. It's not always about sheer muscle. Sound.
Was this serious injury or miss next game? Serious injury. So he's missing next game. Yeah, that's a niggle. Yeah, it's a niggling injury. So, yep, that's about. That tracks well. My probably best ride to date gets fucked over. And my regens have been good. Like, if you check out the stats, we've got. I don't think you can see the regen stats specifically as far as success and failures. But if you look at the casualty, because I've been on the end of the casualty count, I'm on the end of the, the sustained counts. But in the casualties, like in the games, I'm losing them. But if you take out the regens there, it's actually a lot better than what it is. I've had a lot of players regen successfully, so I'm over 50%. I'd be pretty confident of that. Oh, excuse me. I guess Ivan could hit the ogre. I think taking out the ogre is pretty valuable. Does mean putting. We'll just send the ghoul out the way. I don't care for him that much. Or do I just hit this chaos blocker instead because I don't get in harm's way if I do that? Yeah, I'll do that, I think. So you might as well just come up and protect that. You can come here. And Ivan can do the blitz and then run back to here. All we can do at the moment is just get out the way. Stay.
Hey, that play looked almost competent.
Noted there. Whoops. Oh, that's a rush? Alright, it's a rush. Slightly miscalculated that, actually. I thought he was going to get back to here. So my white needed to be there. Not that that would have stopped this opportunity. No. Do I want to stand this guy up? No. No, I don't. I just don't see the value. So we'll give up the touchdown. There's nothing I was going to do. I just...
Periodical,
yeah.
both players and fans read.
So yeah. Assume he's going to hit Ivan. Oh, like he's the other key piece to take out. Can't remember his special again. Once per game, when an opposition player is knocked down by Ivan the animal, the result of a block action, you may apply +1 modifier to the armor value roll. If the target is a dwarf player, it's +2. That's right. He takes out dwarves. So it's +1 to the armor value. Just armor.
There's a couple pretty good players on
So it breaks armor, hopefully.
They're just hiding behind all the crap.
It'll be +1 to break armor. Oh, he just goes that one.
Player down and surrounded by the opposing team. This isn't going to be pretty.
Alright, so we'll take out this guy again. So we just got to stand him up. We'll run these two guys away. So we'll keep you after the blitz. So, although I can just do that.
This is going to be decisive.
I could drop him where he is, but again, just power away. Stay.
That'll help a player move without risk.
Ivan can go not 2-6, so depending on your hits here, you may go after this one, so 6. So 6 is probably still okay there. 3, 4, 5, 6. Why am I overthinking this? No frenzy, so just do that, I think. And he fails. And he injures himself. Watch this. No. He may look to jam me up here, actually. And if he does, I'm just staying on the ground. That's where the ball is. Bonehead again, yeah. Yeah, key moments for Bonehead for him. Not. Could have been vital. Couple of boneheads late in the turn to get some outcomes. Get the power on my right. Doesn't get a break.
On the floor again. This team must like worms or something.
So yeah. Just hit this one. Like to use his special if we can. No, we don't need to use his special, but we won't get a removal. Standing player might as well stand up and dodge. Or you dodge. What have I got to use this on? Absolutely nothing. I don't even think it's worth me trying a one-turner at this stage, is there? No, I might as well save it for the one-turner. Might be able to find something.
Blind, incontinent halfling could have avoided that tackle.
I mean, I'm well out of practice when it comes to a movement 7 one-turner. I really am. And he's got strength 4 and 5 on the line, so unless he just does the 3 in the middle setup, and I can throw play here and here for continual chain pushes, but you've got to get one of your own players to this square from memory to do that punch, which pushes me to here. No, gets that. No, that punch on that player that pushes that player to there, pushes me to here, and then it's 7 from there from memory.
I'm so excited, my heart nearly started beating again.
So yeah, you've got to get one of your players chain pushed 1 square up in that movement 7 option
So,
from memory.
none of the knocked out players seem to have
But I haven't done it.
broken
I haven't
time
tried.
for the
I
next
should practice
down.
a bit more.
That must be one heck of a
Pull out the
brilliant
tabletop board and play around. Alright, helmet. love for you to come back, if only for, what, one bloody turn.
Did you see that, Bob?
Of
Nope.
course I did, Jim.
He rolled a
It's
2.
outrageous.
I know, Bob. Stamping on the player's head is
And I got
not
1 KO roll.
really.
Not that, Jim.
So I'm still down
Have to send someone off.
a player. So I'm 3 off. So I'm down to 10. Sorry, yeah, 3 off. I'm down to, what was I? 11, 13. Yeah, down to 10. He's also down to 10. So as I was saying, if I can get a player to hear my own, you do that power, which pushes the player. That's where the player is. Pushes into my player, which pushes my player to here. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, rush. So you're the target. We'll use the Juggernaut for the blitz. We need to send a Skelly with movement and also a Wraith who's fast. We'll use the Perishable Ghoul for this one because it doesn't matter. You'll go get the ball. Okay, so remember how I'm doing this. I've got 3.5 minutes. To here, to here, to here, to here, to here. You're fast, so you've got to come back around the back. So the ball ends up here after the blitz. Player is there. I need to fill this spot after the fact. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you'll do a hit. No, I don't need to fill that spot. You'll do the hit. Then you'll do the hit. But I still need to chain push one of my own players. So is it you there? You there. I'll chain push you into position. No, I've got to do it back this way, do I? Got to get you. Is it chain push to here? Where do you end up? Shit, I haven't done this for a while. To there. To there. This player after this one. Glitch into here. You come around the back. You do a hit. That needs to be filled. That needs to be filled. Okay, so you'll end up going to there. We'll do the hit, but I still need to... What am I doing? I can't remember. This way. And then is it back the other way once we've done it that way? I think it is actually. Actually, I think it's back the other way. I think it might be back the other way. Out of time. Bring you up to here. 1, 2, 3. No. Over to here. To there. To there. And what? You to there. You to there. Okay, so to here, you'll do a hit. Got the assists. That's all. I really can't remember. I know I've got to get one of my own players into this spot to do one of the last hits. Oh, it's a shitty kickoff anyway. No, it's not too bad actually.
Uncertain weather.
Changing weather was to still fine, so it bounced 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Possibly a pass with that scenario. Alright, so let's just do this to here. To here. After that, one of these guys comes into that position. But after this blitz, you, I think, stand here. Or do I just move you into there? No, I just move you into there, I think. Let's do it. Juggernaut's still a thing. Huh. Alright, we're not doing it. Let's just take maximum hits now. I wasn't going to try and reroll it. Let's do it.
That player's a little short. Oh no, my mistake. He's on the ground.
Yeah, get that. We'll save it for the catch and the... Ah ha ha. Ah ha ha. There you go. So, Blood Bowl's still horrible. And look, my second block was still horrible anyway, so... Yeah. And my KO didn't come back. So, we're just going to try and push for a draw now. Hopefully we can get a good couple of... a removal or two, but we're completely outstrengthed, completely outmuscled. It's just going to be down to the ghouls, the 2 ghouls and Ivan. Yeah, I've got to double check how to do a 7 movement player blitz. Like I said, I know I've got to get one of my players pushed forward to get that last hit going, but maybe this way was the way. I haven't tried for a while. I do know that you've got to block these 2 squares in that opportunity to get him pushed up as well as a chain push opportunity, or he can go into the blank square. I'm just not sure. Yeah, and it was the right time. 3 bunched in the middle is easier, but that one is still just as effective to do it with. Particularly when they've got no one sitting here for me to bring players behind to fill the gaps. Yeah, I had nothing. I mean, what? This was a 6-up, the throw, after the fact. Yeah. So, there's just no point wasting a block opportunity. Particularly a... I mean, I could have re-rolled it, hey. You know, that wouldn't have been horrible. Alright, we'll just send Ivan on a blitz. We'll send you guys to try and maybe do some 1-die blocks. Because they're not going to be much helpful for anything else. You can sit back. You can sit back. You can go there. That will switch you 2 around. You can sit on the edge. You can sit on that edge. You guys are doing ball carrying duties. So after this blitz, I can still get a die here and a die here, but it just leaves Ivan a bit too vulnerable. So the question is, do I bring this guy over here anyway and throw you up there? I do. We'll do that. We'll put you there. 1, 2, 1, 2. So they're in the drop zones. And yeah, I think that's it. I just think we'll go with that. So Ivan will blitz. We'll drop him back. You'll come in for support. Get a die here. We might be able to then get another one. on a 1 die somewhere, I think I saw. And it just, oh no. It landed right. It might bounce into the hand. You never know. Quick snap. Okay, that's helpful. Yep, you can have the ball. That's fine by me. You should have been on the line after all. Nah, don't matter. Where are we going after the fact? Might as well go 1 square forward because you're going to blitz. We're going to hopefully catch it. We can't do much more, but you might as well go closer to the ball in case. And you two can probably drop back now because I am going to be retreating. I don't want to be too close to this scrimmage line. Yeah, I should have definitely re-rolled. I know that. That was definitely a mistake, but I will. Alright, let's do this. Watch him double skull in the first action.
That's a good choice for this play.
No, he didn't. Sit in there. Stay.
That'll help the player move without risk.
7, 8 need 9, so can't use his ability. We'll drop you back to a solid position here behind everyone. Okay, you can come up to there. I got bad feelings about this, so we might move the ball. We could try and take the space here, but it feels too early. It is too early. Let's drop you back. Just drop you back by yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's fine. Drop you back. You can protect Ivan. We'll try 1 die here at least. We'll just do that to cut some pathways off. You can come up to you. Alright.
Is the assist going to be enough to come out on top?
Let's stay on this one. Okay, so we've got a 1 die here. Can't do much more. We can bring you into here. Oh, to there. And crack a 1 die there too. The question is, do I want to try those? Or do I just bring you back to here? Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Yeah, I think we'll just bring you back. Do I want to try some 1 dies? If that's a good 1 die, I can get another 2 die. Let's just try that. Let's try the 1 die first. Oof. Happy days. So we bring you to here. No, bring you to here. Bring you up. That's a 2. Alright, let's do that. All these 2 dies, I'm getting value, but I'm not going to be getting any results. After this block, who are we chain pushing? Probably my bloke to here. That strength, well, it doesn't really strengthen anything up, does it? We'll get that one, but I think we'll go there to there. That makes just better sense to me. And stay.
Look at all those hands sitting down.
So we got armor breaks, but we didn't get removals on turn 9. Unfortunately, you know, my opportunities just don't. You know, I'm getting no value. That's been the case for the last couple of games. Getting good blocks, but not getting anything out of them. So, you know, most turn 1s and 9s you expect to have removals. Not this team. Not this team. Mummies get blocks. They don't do shit. We got blocks there. Well, we got 3 good blocks. And we only stunned a player. No, 4 good blocks. Was it 4? It was 4. I'm upset. I'm cynical. I'm a bit disappointed by all this.
Go, big guy. Trample all over him.
Get up or get off the field.
And I've lost another player. So, well, it was only a stun. I lie.
There's only going to be one result in that spat.
So unless I start, because we're even Stevens in the numbers at the moment. The only thing I've got going for me is to try and get good return punches, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a rush. Fuck. 1, 2, 3. No. Okay. Chain push. You. The ogre to here. Doesn't do much. But it does. Okay. Blitz. Ogre. You. Can I get a return hit on this guy if I was to go to there? No. Okay. Alright, we'll just throw 1 dice here, I think. So that'll be a 1. That'll free you up. You would come. It doesn't help me much. So Ivan. There's no advantage in this chain push that I can see at the moment, except pushing his players back a bit further, which is probably an advantage as well. So pushing you away. Alright, let's just do it. Just see what value we get out of it. None. Yeah, to there actually. Stay. Yeah, that's okay. We'll do that. So I can't see him getting to the ball still. Not at the moment. You can if you found a way through. So that's a bit dangerous. So we might just drop you clowns back 1 more square, or yeah, I'm going to lose this game. I can't get advantage. I can't find opportunities. I can't get any value. Yeah, we're going to lose Ivan next. We're going to be swarmed here. We'll go this way 1 more. Get you there. Get you there. No, they're there actually. We'll just telegraph we're going 1 way. But we might actually swing it the other way because we've got some numbers here if all goes well. Alright, if this works, it works. It doesn't, it doesn't. That's fine. Alright, Ivan's about to get swallowed. But yeah. What, just stand players up for me to lose them? Yeah, no.
Did you know bathroom facilities
I don't know what to do. I've been playing that way the last 4, 5, 6 games, just standing my players up for them just to be removed. So I'm trying something different this time, because that's what zombies and skeletons do. They just stand up to get in players' way. I completely understand that, but that is, yeah, I don't know if that's the right thing or not to do at the moment. I'm just
Will the big one manage
got no
to
idea.
lay out
I
an
really don't.
opponent of half his
completely lost in my playing abilities at the moment. So so he's just looking for value. Gets another hit. Cutting off a pathway. Here goes the white. He'll go down.
He won't leave him alone anytime soon.
Got a hit on the ogre here so far. He'll probably bring a player, one of these two clans, to here or here or here. One goes there. Surely one goes here. Surely one goes here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. Do this blitz. Or do we just go hard this way? Stand you up. 4-5. And we go for it. Is it time to go for it? He's got a lot of players over here. Can I get another hit somewhere after this blitz? Stand you up. Actually, I have to blitz from here, so I can't make it a 2-die. Unless I just throw Ivan in hard. Blitz this guy. Takes out 2 guys, 3 guys. Stand you up. 3, 4, 5. That's a 1-die anyway. You'd be tagged up. It's just you, but if I can get a follow, you're tagged up as well. So you can go there, and you can go behind for 1. Alright, now's the time. We'll send Ivan in on a blitz here. This is just to get the ogre on the ground. To 1-die him. You need to sit there. Could go here. Could throw some rerolls at this. Blodge. Could hand off to the blodger now. Rush to here. Actually, I might hand off to the... Hand off to the ghoul. That's a rush. So let's not do rushes. Let's just get into a good position. He'll drop players back. Yeah, I feel I've got to do this handoff. But to there's not horrible. Yeah, 2 rushes and a handoff. Okay, if we go there, it's okay. Maybe we do Ivan with a blitz here. Maybe Ivan does do this blitz after all. Juggernaut block. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gets a good hit. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. We'll do that last. So let's go you to there. We're not going to do the handoff yet. You to there. Actually get you to there. Good.
They make me fast.
Let's get this going.
But once you grab these bozos, you can usually strangle them easily
That's good. Juggernaut, do nothing.
That player went down like a sack of snortling unmentionables.
Yes, we will be doing that.
Let's take a quick look at that play. Yes, the unmistakable sign.
Oh, and it used up my turn
Rolling
timer.
under his head.
Oh, that's...
Sometimes
I've lost the ball carrier. He's got easy blocks on it now.
Now it's
He was supposed to cover this fucking spot.
how are they going to catch or run with a ball if they're constantly writhing around on the ground?
Anyway, that's my own fault for taking too long. It's my own fault. Nothing else to blame. My time turner ran out. So, to make the decision to use the thing, for it to use the actual block, and then the animations for the KO, the knockdown, the KO, all that sort of jazz. I ran out of time to bring Ivan into this position to cover the ghoul. And he would have been covered. Now I lose him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so... yeah, time clock's fucked me over. So yeah, that's that. So if it's not Blood Bowl kicking me in the arse, it's my own stupidity.
A good coach always uses the right player,
Team reroll.
right job.
Gets the knockdown.
Unity is strength.
So he's got all this space now, he can come and get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rush, rush. Yep, just tags up Ivan, make sure he can't get away. And this guy comes in and double rushes. So yeah. And I can't dodge there either. So we can make that a blitz, but then that doesn't help me much. We can make that a 1 die. You've got loner. We can make that a 1 die. Actually, we can make that a 2 die. So both these clowns can stand up, actually. Let's just do this one first.
This player likes to be well
Pushes are
assisted.
still fine. And yes, we will follow that.
now his buddy can
You two
move
clowns
freely.
will stand up. Okay, so unfortunately we're going to have to blitz here, just to free up the ball carrier a bit. It's a case of where do we go afterwards. We can come back and hold this position here, but we're not in a great spot still, so yeah, we'll stand you up. And let's do this blitz. Blitzing from here to there is still okay, so we'll do that. Good boy. Yeah, we'll still put you there. We might as well stay, because we've got to get this way further.
He's now as free as a fart in a thunderstorm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So to here's okay, so we can go there comfortably. Let's go get the ball now.
Quick and easy. Nothing to see here.
You can go there. You can do that hit. So let's just do the dodge first. And he's not getting that one free. He's getting the wrestle free. That might still come around. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Rushes with Loner is not happening. So we need knockdowns. We'll just go there. And this might even help the pathway a bit more as well, because that will put him there, which will hopefully block a little bit.
The attacker has an assist.
That's a push. I might take the both down.
Yikes!
Nope,
They're going to
I
be
lose
carrying
out.
that scar around for the rest of their
That's
life.
hilarious. Oh well. It's about my Blood Bowl journey.
Hey, that they look almost competent.
You can't argue with that call, can you, Bob?
No.
He seems a little stunned, doesn't he?
So we got the pathway free for this one now after all that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Double rush hit. Wrestled to the ground. We'll get a 2 dice because of taunts. And gets the knockdown. So I should have taken the push. Oh, and I've lost another ghoul.
At last, a death.
So that's my 4th ghoul.
Connect to a game on an emotional level until it
And
has
that's
at least
game.
one fatality.
So, yeah, 4 ghouls down. That was my blodger. Yeah. Yeah. So, yep. Team's just cursed. No.
I think it's the knee that gave out.
Alright. Alright, let's just blitz him off. We can get the ghoul to retrieve. See if we can't salvage a draw. As long as I keep everyone upright. Where do I go with you? After this blitz, I think I go over here. So 1, 2 for the hit, 3, 4, 5, and that's a rush. But I'm stronger here than anywhere else, so I think we'll just take that. Or do I just bring you to here and get you to the ground? No, I need to still cover the backside after you get it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, maybe we do go this way after all. Maybe we do go this way after all. Well, first things first, let's blitz. Can't use wrestle with Juggernaut.
A good coach always uses the
Doesn't
right
matter.
player for the right job.
We'll stay. I think considering where I need to go after the fact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and if I can get to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rush. Do I hand off to Ivan? 4 plus. I'd probably hand off to Ivan now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hand off. Let's do it. He's going to have to blitz his way out of all this shit. Actually, I'm better off going there. Yeah, I am. Can't pick up the ball, so it doesn't matter.
Cabal Vision HD comes with a range of...
What's that?
Oh, I can't believe this.
Oh, well.
Many effects. What is this? A blind halflings match or something?
And another one bites the dust.
If I had a gold crown for every player I've seen lying on the field during my career, well, I could start my own...
I mean, he would have found an assist on Ivan anyway. But it was really just a case of giving it to the strength 4 bloke.
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
There goes another one. Oh well.
I should probably say something meaningful to all our Cabal Vision viewers. All I can think of is splat.
So, I'm willing to hear, what do I do differently? Buy some sage, that's what my wife said. Burn some sage.
Count those teeth, Jim. They'll have to pick up most of them off the ground in a few seconds' time. I've seen some bad flashes in my
Okay,
time.
so
This is one of them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll just stand you up. And we might scatter the ball as well. Stand you up. So let's hope the scatter's a good one. If we do the punch from here, no, from there onto the ball, from here onto the ball or to there. From here. Yeah, so there's no good options. So I don't know if I want to scatter it onto the ball or not. If I come from here and do it, I can't cover position. If I come from here, yeah, I can cover position. Okay, so we'll just do this.
The ball is currently secure, but now they must grab it.
It will stay.
And he's still standing.
Now, I might have to do a couple of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's at least a rush or two. If I can get you down, we can tag you up, but you're still the problem. So let's tag you, I guess. Let's just tag everyone and hope for the best. You'll be free, that's a problem. So if you get the hit, you can probably dodge out. But keeping block or wrestle doesn't matter. Yeah, I can't tag both. But at least if I get to here, or to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, rush. Okay, let's go to there. Just make those potentially harder. If I can get you out, we can cover a bit more. Alright, let's do this. 4+. Reroll. Let's use this guy because we can use the reroll and still get away. Oh no, they've both got it.
Unity is strength.
Push is still good. And follow.
He's now as free as a fart in a thunderstorm.
And you can come to that position. Okay, that's about all she wrote. Yeah. Like, there's multiple blocks coming here. Multiple. Tags that one. That makes it a 2-die. To here, it's still terrible. So, I mean, I don't know what I could have done differently. Doesn't matter, it's a POW. I just needed to get as far forward as possible. And I thought that was slightly better. Particularly putting it around tackle zones. But, yeah. So, I've got no one who can score now. I mean, what? A loner. 1, 2, 3, 4, double rush. 1, 2, 3, 4, double rush. He can't score. 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, double rush. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, double rush. Even Ivan's short, so. Skeleton had a small chance, 1, 2, but he can't anymore, so. Yeah, it's not about whether or not. I've got to look at who I mean, it's a loss or it's a draw. I'm going for a draw. I've got to just throw everything at it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, rush, rush. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, rush, rush. So that doesn't help me much.
Well, I could start my own team.
I mean, Ivan and a tackle zone on the ball means nothing right now.
Were they asleep then?
So it's any chain push opportunities. So if you dodge out and come push, no, that doesn't work. It was really only you in 2 turns, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. Oh, he can make it. One, 2, 3, 4, rush, rush. 1, 2, 3, 4, rush, rush. No, he can't make it. 1, 2, 3, 4, rush, rush. 1, 2, 3, 4, rush, rush. No, he can't make it. I didn't think he could. So I've got no one who can score. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, rush, rush. 1, 2, nah, no one who can score. Right, blitzer. Just there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can score. Okay. Blitz. That moves. That loses one of his movements. Yeah. Well, I've got the skeleton here, but he hit the ground. So it's just a case of just dodging out, getting the ball up there, getting him up there. Ivan could knock this guy down, but then I need you to still be able to get the ball, and that's still not happening. So if this was, that was an uphill, but it has to be POWs. That doesn't work. You can come to there and there. No, you're still tagging me. You can come to there and there. There's 2 tackle zones on the ball. But if I could put you there, dodge out, come to there. You're still tagging me, so that's not working either. What about an Ivan Blitz? 1, 2, so that's a 5 up. Okay, that's not happening. What about a Blitz here? If I knock you down. No, I can't find a way to solve this puzzle. Unfortunately. Here, Blitz. That's still a 5+. I'm out of time.
Surrounded by adversaries like that, I hope he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I could have re-rolled it, but I don't care. So we can put another loss in the books. Kiss some more ELO goodbye. Still get no star player points from. Oh, we get 2 star player points. So we're still not getting anything. We've still lost another ghoul. That's like I said, my 4th ghoul now dead. Missing next game. Yeah, you're missing next game. Yeah. Submarine start. Mate, this ain't a submarine, this is the fucking Titanic. We are sinking. Mate, there's no coming back from this fucking iceberg. Oh yeah. I should have made the Ivan block a blitz too. Thinking more I could have blitzed him potentially
This is a big game, Bob.
to free up the pathway. But he can't blitz because he needed to do the pass, so yeah, it should have been a something different. Yeah. So,
Where's the nearest pie shop, Jim?
we'll see if this guy can get some star player points. So, Constellation, casualty, turn 16 again. That happened last game. Happens again this game too. So, yeah. We'll put you there. Actually, no, we'll put you there. And you can just protect the ghoul. Yeah, you've got rerolls, so might as well protect the ghoul. And at least there. Yeah, that's what I was talking about before. That's what my wife suggested I do. And just for good measure, I rolled 3 1s in the last turn as well. Oh no, it's not. It's only double 1 because the loader failed it, so it keeps that result. Wonder how that logs it. Anyway. Well, I guess I'm going for the record of worst start ever. I don't know if that's such a good record to have.
I imagine that in their green,
but we've lost TV. we're still sub 1,000 probably now that I've lost another ghoul and I'm missing a white for next game. So we're still sub probably 1,000. And then no development either. Like we've got no skills on anyone. So 7 games in, and I would expect a undead team to be kicking around 1,200, maybe even a bit more, maybe closer to the 13s. Not these guys. So block actions. So we got smashed again in there. Not much we can do about that one in the end. Injuries, so again we're on the wrong end of that. 3-1. I've actually done some quick maths on the team so far. We have a 33% injury, sustained injury count. So it's 33% against. That game was 66% against. So yeah, 3 times more than mine. So have a look at your dice stats, but I've been saying recently, paraphrasing Mark Twain, the problem isn't too many elf teams, it's that the ones aren't distributed right. Okay. We'll check that out now. I'll just check the star player points out quickly. Yeah, so I've been also just giving everyone's been farming off me as well. I've been giving out like 15 plus star player points most games. What did he pick up? That's 16 star player points there. So and we get 8. So that's again pretty poor. So the dice stats. So the armor breaks there. We only got 4. That's horrible. What can you do? We got 17 opportunities. Only broke 4 times. They got 34%, which is again a bit on the that's on your average, but it's a bit below average. 36s to 40s is really good. Probably that's higher when you get later on with a lot more mighty blow and stuff like that. So that's probably pretty indicative of the situation. That mid 30 range. Anything probably below that would probably be considered on the lower side for the amount of blocks. The Bonehead obviously failed, like I said, that last 6, 7 and 8 turns, which were at that stage really crucial. Not the catches, okay, that's whatever. The chainsaw, obviously we got 1 chainsaw hit and that was it. So cos pickups and armor rolls off. So getting there. So the dodges, dedicated fans dodges. We did a few dodges with zombies, so don't care about that. Loner, that's fine. We just were throwing stupid rerolls at shit by then. The pickups, so yeah, we didn't have a great pickup opportunity. That's been pretty bad for the team. We'll check out the team stats in a minute. You'll just see how fucking bad that is as well. The pro was obviously successful for... What did he pro roll? I don't remember him doing a pro roll. I must have missed that. Rushes, okay, that's not that great. So, his highest rolls were the stumbles. Obviously, only 2 ghouls, so probably a lot of those were knockdowns. That's pretty high as well. 19, obviously, he rolled a double skull into a double skull, but again, probably key if the game was more competitive and there was actually a struggle on, but. I didn't put up a fight because it was over by turn 2. We got obviously low in the 5s and the 6s. They're the lowest. 1s were the lowest. No, they were the lowest. 11 powers. Wow. Okay, that's a really good result for the number of blocks and what we got. That's really good. It's just that these are a bit on the lower side. And that's really horrible as well. Let me show you the team stats, the team statistics for this team. That'll actually give you a bit of a cry. So we'll start with damages. We'll start with general. Nothing there, so straight into damages. So we've inflicted 4 kills. We've picked up some zombies along the way. We've received a couple of deaths, and the regens have come in once or twice on I think a zombie or a skelly, potentially. But I've lost a lot of deaths received. Where's that? Doesn't say. I saw the shed there. Prevented. Deaths received. Okay. So casualties inflicted. We've only inflicted 10, and we've had sustained casualties 6. But a good half of those have been regenerated. A lot of regens there. What's very key here is the injuries. 83 sustained. I've inflicted only 61. So that is 20 difference. That's about 20. That's about a 25% difference. And we're on the end of block actions. So block actions done versus block actions received. So sustained. Where's the block actions done? 249, 309. So that into there is about 50 difference. So that's just about 18%, 20%, something like that difference. And the that's pretty horrible. I don't think they're great results at all, but that's because I've been on the wrong end of things. So yeah, and that's only we haven't even done this match because we didn't validate it. This game's not even in there. So let's validate this one. We'll have some more stats to all that. Whoops, wrong thing. So to damages. No, it did add it. Or it's not updated still? Okay. Yeah, that doesn't feel right, because this hasn't changed. I've got to go out and then back in. Because that's not 6 games played. I'm sure that's 7. Let's go back in. Community. We'll keep looking. Rebel. Competition. Team. Yeah, that's updated now. There we go. So if we go into statistics, oh no, maybe not. Am I missing something? I thought I'd played more than, because I played 4 games of ReBBL, of Greenhorn, and this is the 3rd game of, so I should be 7 games in, and it says it's only 6, and those haven't changed. Did I have an admin game? Well, yeah, several games were admin because of the game against Mr. Buzzer kept crashing. But that's my total history. Those games didn't go through though, they got deleted off the total. Anyway, it should be 7 games in. Yeah, all my games have been played, yes. So that should read 7. I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, we can't see it with the most recent. So it's still obviously trying to catch up. Yeah, that hasn't changed. Alright. Let's just at least have a look at this. So we can buy another ghoul, but yeah, that's my 4th ghoul now I've had to replace. We'll have to go back in and check his name. The mummies are back next game. We'll throw a random at this. Let's do that now. Let's just see what it is. Kick. We'll take that. We'll take that. White Blitzer. We're missing one, but we've got this one that got the level up, so it's going to be guard. Yeah, 4 goals. So, yeah, the game's like it's just been horrible. Yeah, so that's why I've got no cash, got no team. Yeah. Guard. Got to strengthen up a bit more now. Thought about Mighty Blow there, but he's just gonna sit between these two fuckers. He just has to. Yeah, so 1 Mummy, no star player points after 7 games. Mummy 2, no star player points after 7 games. And this guy's also got 2 MVPs, but only 2 casualties. Only 2 casualties. 2 MVPs. So, yeah, they're doing horrible. And it is, trust me, plenty of 3 dice blocks. Plenty of knockdowns, plenty of opportunities. I've been hitting Norse and Corn, which are fucking armor 8s, and can't get a fucking break to save my life. So we can buy another ghoul. Do that now. I'll fix up his name later, because I can't remember what I called him. And that's that. So team value 930, and we will be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, well, sorry, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2 players. So we will break 1,000 TV. We will be at 1,010. An MB bonus for rolling 3 dice blocks. That would break Blood Bowl. That would absolutely break it. Yeah, what, Morgenthau getting fucking +3 armor breaks? Yeah, no. Yeah, buffing Bash. Bloody hell. So, let's talk about those big announcements. Obviously, we've been chatting a little bit about that pre-game, and look, this team is struggling. My undead team is struggling. I don't know what else we can talk about with these guys. It's just shit. It's shit, and it's more shit. The 2 new announcements obviously was the launch of vampires in the Season 10 of Blood Bowl 3. I talked a lot about, obviously, them pre-game, but let's talk about the other big announcement, which was a 3rd edition Blood Bowl tabletop and the Secure the Ball rule. Now, we don't know enough about it, so this is speculation, and again, this is all based on actually getting some proper feedback when it comes out, so it might change my mind. Yes, we've got 2 new teams, we've got some new abilities potentially coming, we've got some new skills. But my Secure the Ball instinct, when I first heard about it, was with your exact comment about improving Bash. It just does improve Bash again. I made a post on the community Blood Bowl page, which read along the lines of my first instinct was being able to have a Bash team also pick up the ball, disadvantages elves and agility teams even more. Something along the lines of that. But it really does, because an agility team requires the ball to be on the ground and you hunting that ball carrier. You know, a good precise kick with an elf team, you go after the ball. Yes, that ball might be a bit deeper than what they might normally be able to get, but it being in the hands is definitely better than it being on the ground, which is what the elf teams need. So it does seem to push, again, that advantage towards your Bash team being able to secure the ball more than it does help the elves. And the elves already got a nerf with the passing stat. Now, I do agree that the passing stat was really, really good, but Obviously, wildly inaccurate it's not, but I'll find my post and read it out to you out loud. Where's my post gone? Somewhere. Let me give you 2 seconds and I'll find it again. Come on, Blood Bowl. Come on, Facebook, I mean. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, don't you hate it when you can't find what you're looking for? Is this it? No. No. Oh, I wish I could find it. Anyway, I can't find it. I'm obviously not looking in the right spot. Okay, it doesn't end the turn. No, it ends the player's activation. That's correct. And it's unmodified 2+. Yeah. So, yeah, it seems to have some... Like, the talk is it will have some limitations about who can use it. Okay, that's fine. But, yeah, like, that's the whole thing about an elf team is I can go secure the ball on a 2+ anyway, and it doesn't need to end my activation. Why then should other teams have the advantage of a 2+ when it's an elf trait and an exclusive thing to be able to pick up the ball on a 2+? And obviously then do it better in tackle zones and all that sort of jazz. Yes, I get all that, but yeah. I want to find what I wrote. There was a few responses to it. Let's just go back and have another quick look. I need to just look at my stuff properly. No, that's not the one. Is it in Blood Bowl Community? Doesn't matter. I'm obviously not being able to find it. Actually, I know where I put it. I put it in the Nonna list as well. Tournaments. No, Blood Bowl General. So, what I wrote was, my initial reaction to secure the ball was negative from an elf coach perspective. Season 2 nerfed elf trickery by adding past characteristics. Don't get me wrong, an overall good change that reduces elf bullshit. Blood Bowl again favours bash over dash. Elf teams rely on controlled kicks, precise setups, and pursuing the ball carrier or the ball on the ground. This move seems like another boost for bash tactics. And I had quite a few people just giving me the thumbs up. One person said that they completely agreed. That was exactly their thought too. So I don't like it because I am probably on tabletop at the moment quite prominently playing elves, and rely on that situation where if they don't send enough players to screen off, or they don't send enough players to cover a failed pickup, that's an opportunity for an elf coach to blitz and go after it. And it just doesn't make sense. So you were watching some streaming Gutter Bowl games where all blocks get +1 Mighty Blow because of the guard and SPP and no removals for fouling. Yeah, cool. I haven't done much Gutter Bowl, admittedly, so... actually, I've done no Gutter Bowl. What am I talking about? I have not played Gutter Bowl, so... yeah. I can't comment about that. The devs are exclusively bash coaches, yeah, definitely. Yeah, everyone's arguing for the change always ignores the fact that they should be screening their goddamn ball. Yeah, I have seen it plenty times. And I'll take kick as one of the first skills for an elf team. I'll take it in tournament, particularly, and just put a nice, if it's, if turn 1, and I'm kicking, it's always deep. And a bash team will go heavy on the line. Even if there's 3 elves, they look for the 3 dices, particularly because there's sometimes not a lot of combat skills. And they might only do 2 guys, maybe 3, to defensively go pick up the ball, which is a fuck ton of space between the scrimmage line and where the ball is. It's so simple just to get in a nice blitz in, and then just put a massive screen on and basically say, right, now what are you going to do? Where's your ball, Gary, going to go now? So Games to Watch pointing to Bash. The game has always been Bash meta heavy, so I shouldn't have to fail a sure hands roll. Losing to a failed pickup is the worst. Protect your pickups, smooth brain. Look, even against, and I'll be using tabletop as an example here, but I'll win games because a team doesn't pick up the ball and doesn't properly think about that. If I don't pick this up, and Tomb Kings are notorious for it. They can put 4 guys on the line, that's fine. But they still only send 1 or 2 players in defensive setups for a deep kick. And you can easily just tag up a skeleton. Where is he going to go? He can't dodge out. He's not dodging out. So you just put tags on those guys that are deep around the ball, and you're going in and getting the ball most of the time. So, my first thought was, obviously this is to help Tomb Kings. They obviously might have done some changes to the Tomb Kings, but they didn't do changes to the Tomb Kings. But I had an Undead vs Elf in a league match recently. I failed a pick up with a ghoul, but had 2 others screening, and the entire elf team got between my ghouls and everything else. It went badly for me. Yeah, that's all you need to do. It's what every elf coach will do. As soon as that failed pickup happens and the ball is still, within that back quarter of the half, you're seeing a good 7 or 6 elves coming for you, without doubt. And I run high elves, so movement 8. Thanks for coming. I've got 4 of them just coming for you. So yeah. So I'm running High Elves in the upcoming Ipswichki coming up in October. So that's about a month and a week away. So 5 weeks from now. I've done my build. I've submitted it. It is a 12-man High Elf roster. But the blitzers will have... One will have tackle, one will have frenzy, and then I've just got a wrestle dodge strip baller, a block dodge catcher, and dodge everywhere else, and a kick player. So that'll be the lineup. It's heavy reroll though. It's 3 rerolls and a leader reroll, and I've also had 30k left over and threw a mascot on the team too. So let's see how that goes. Yeah, so obviously some other changes to the tabletop. They talked about changing Monstrous Mouth to I forgot. It's gone from me. What was they recalling it? Chomped. That's it, chomped. I don't think the word chomped is a great description for anything. So that seems weird. Chomped. Bring kick with vampires to an 11s tournament. Yeah, so when I was talking about my vampires I took to Ozbowl, which was the animal savagery vampires, I had, I think, 6 skills I could take. No, I had 7 skills I could take. Every vampire had pro, and and I had a thrall with kick. 1 skill per team. I'm pretty sure it was 7 skills. And yeah, it just meant that there was one turn less I needed to think about where he was going with the ball. And as a vampire team, you don't move your vampires for fun. You just stand them there and wait and wait and wait for them to come to you. And then there's a turn where you look at it and go, right, it's go time. I'm going to be using all 6 of my vampires to knock this ball out. So they stand there with the thrall next to him. And this was Animal Savagery one, so it was the thrall gets potentially knocked down, but you go in and get it. One turn where the ball is deeper, it just gives you one less turn to worry about where they go. So, it's really essentially a 7-turn defensive set instead of an 8, in my opinion. And you're really waiting till that turn 5 or 6 to go after the ball. You just got to hope you survive on the line a few times. They might base up a couple of vampires in trying to slow you down. You might get a couple of hits back. They don't generally engage. They just set up their own cages and screens. It means nothing, because when they get close enough, screening and caging means nothing when there's hypnotic gaze. So yeah, you spend 3 or 4 turns just maybe standing a thrall up and maybe doing a blitz, and that's it. This particular tournament limits adding skills to 2 extra uses of any skill. So I assume you mean that you can only take limits adding skills to 2 extra uses of any skill. So you can only have 3 of each skill? Is that what you mean by that? Yeah, okay. So it's a limit of 2. Yeah, so most tournaments will run a limit of 4 per skill. But this tournament for the Ipswich Ski limits only 4 strength skills across your team. So you can't have 3 guard and 3 mighty blows, or 4 guards and 4 mighty blows, or all that sort of stuff. You have to have maybe 2 mighty blows and 2 guards, or 2 stand firms, 2 guards. You can have how many it starts. It starts at 2+. Yeah, I'd like to see the player pack to the one you're talking about, so it's still a 4 skill limit of one particular skill, is that what you're saying? Vamps start with no block, can add 2. Okay, so you're saying a dwarf team that has obviously everyone with block, the runners can both take block, but only the runners, because that's 2 skills. So if you took a death roller as well, you can't take a block on a death roller and block on the 2 runners. Yeah, so yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's similar to how a lot of tourneys do it, where it's no more than 4 skills are allowed to be taken of one particular, but that's still on top of already born skills. So, for example, a Dark Elf team, you take 2 Bitch Elves and 4 Blitzers. You can put for 4 dodges on the Blitzers, but you still have the 2 dodge on the... Sorry, I misled you on what I was saying. You can take 4 Blitzers, 2 Bitch Elves. You can take dodge on the 4 Blitzers. That gives you 6 dodge, because their 2 Bitch Elves have dodge themselves. So that's still allowed in a lot of the tournament builds anyway. And I find that that's pretty good. I like doing just the limit of 4. But I do like the fact that this tournament coming up is only going to be doing the 4 strength of any type across the board. So, but again, I've taken an agility team, so go figure. I was almost going to take Dark Elves to this one, actually. I really ummed about High Elves, Dark Elves, but I decided to go with the High Elves. Only because they are my favourite elves. I took them... I had them in League recently. Did really well. Made finals, but I got thumped by goblins in one of the finals matches. So here's the player pack. Awesome. Let's go check it out. Oh no, this is your stats. Ah, cool. This is your NAF stats. So, where's your coach stats? Oh no, this is Jimmy Bowles rules pack. Okay, it's through the NAF. Okay, cool. I got it now. Thank you. Jimmy Bowl. So, Tier 1 teams are Amazon, Chaos Dwarves, Dark Elves, Dwarves, High Elves, Lizardmen, Norse, Shambling Undead, Skaven, Underworld Denzies, and Wood Elves. So, High Elves ended up being Tier 1. Tier 2. Black Orcs, Chaos Chosen, Chaos Renegades. Elven Union is in Tier 2, but High Elves are Tier 1. Strange. Elven Union look like a good team to take them. Human, Imperial Nobility, Khorne, Necro are Tier 2? Wow. Sign me up for Necro. Nurgle, Old World Alliance, Orcs are Tier 2? What the... Am I reading this right? Am I understanding that Tier 2 is a lesser tier, not a higher tier? And Vampires are Tier 2 as well. And then you've just got the... your stunties, but gnomes are Tier 3. Like, gnomes are dangerous. 6 primary, 2 secondary, agility and strength, which may be applied to a big guy. What? Oh, which may not be applied to a big guy. I misread that. Wow. Okay. Still, ogres and gnomes in tourneys are dangerous. Very dangerous. I mean, goblins can be too. Look, they can all have their own... They can have their day in the right hands. There's no doubts about it. Actually, I might put this on the... Let's load this up for everybody so everyone else can see. No objections if I share this. Obviously, it's accessible anyway from the NAF, I'm guessing, so we can put this on. Let's load it up. Yeah, it's public. Nice. What am I going to put this on? Oops. Yeah, I'll just share my screen. That'll do. Let's just cut to that. Alright, so that is the teams. Vamp skills. So let's have a look at your vampires. They are in Tier 2. You can have 6 primary skills and 2 secondary skills. What's the 1.2 gold? I'm guessing is across. So coaches will have 1.2 gold crowns and may select to field one of the following squads. Okay, so 1.2 is the same. So you'd probably still go for the 5 vampire build, which is 1 blitzer, 2 throwers, 2 runners, enough thralls, and probably a 4 reroll build. And that's just going off the top of my head there. I wouldn't worry about the Vargeist. I don't think he's reliable when it comes to tourney. He's got his claw, so he can be very dangerous. But you'll be finding you're not using him half the time. You'll be focusing on... Like you might do a couple of blitzes with him, and then he becomes dangerous. Yeah, you like Claw. Do you like mighty blowing your own teammates? Like, you're going to chew Thralls pretty quickly with a Vargeist sometimes as well. You know, he re-roll ones and you will fuck your team up pretty quickly. So for Tawny, I'm not a big Vargeist. Again, I am not saying that I'm right because I have not actually tried and tested a new vampire in Tawny yet. So do not take anything I say here as a good option. Just this is only in my opinion. But I don't think the Vargeist is the right option in a Tawny. I would even also argue 2 blitzers is probably not the right choice in a Tawny either. 1 blitzer with Jugs. You could do a double blitzer. I would almost say 6 vamps. Go Frenzy Strip Ball on the blitzers. Frenzy with the Jugs on one of the blitzers. Fantastic. Just Frenzy itself will give you extra blocks but also give you crowd surfing but also sideline control. And Strip Ball. Strip Ball on one of the blitzers. Again, Juggernauts, thanks for coming. Balls out. 4 Vamps and the Vargs and felt low on the Hypno. Yeah, which is why I think 5 Vampires is the better option, no Vargeist. You want the Hypnotic Gaze. It is the difference between you and every other team, is the Hypnotic Gaze. It will turn your opponent's star player, whatever it is that's souped up with Blodge and whatever it might have, into a fumbling fall, which you will blitz to the ground and go, thanks for coming. It's what I ended up getting in my... So I talked about my game this time last year in the Ipswichki. I was top table and I was taking high elves, and I had a high elf catcher with Blodge and Strip Ball, and the vampire coach said, that is target number 1, I'm going for it. I'm going to turn off everyone around him and his skills off, and blitzed him and took him out first turn cast. Thanks for coming. I don't have a blodging Strip Baller anymore. And he was just doing that to my blodgers. Like, you don't have blodge, thanks for coming, you're off the pitch. Thanks for coming, you're off the pitch. So, Hypnotic Gaze is your friend. It is the one difference between you and every other team out there. Use it to your advantage. Get the ball out, score to a runner, kick off again. Rinse and repeat. When it's in range and you've got 4 vampires ready to make the pathway to the ball carrier, you do it. So, and nothing, your opponent can't do anything about it. You know, they have tackle, you turn it off. They have sidestep, you turn it off. They have tackle zones around the ball carrier, you turn it off. A 2+ on a Hypnotic Gaze in most situations, and remembering it's about doing it systematically. You know, okay, so it's a 4-up to turn this person on the ball carrier, but if I turn this guy standing next to him off, that now turns that 4-up into a 3-up. I turn the other player off, it now turns that 4-up into a 2-up. You know, so turning off plays to get to the player you need to is also an advantage there. So it's just a rolling, you know, you might eat a thrall on the way. Oh dear. But you score a touchdown from it. I lost a thrall or 2 to this play, which was 2 up here, 2 up, 2 up, 2. Only ones get in your way of a vampire team. That's it. You know, there's no hard rolls in that. Pro is a great opportunity, but hey, you do a 5 reroll build. You take a thrower with leader, you buy 4. You take your vampires are going to be super dangerous in Blood Bowl 3. You are going to see some ridiculous builds. You are going to see blodgers with pro. They are going to dominate in Blood Bowl 3. They are. They are a super hard team to deal with. They are a super tough team to kill. Apothecaries and regen, make sure of that. And again, only 2s hurt this team. A strength team where only 2s are failures. yeah, that's why I loved them. I am a big fan of vampires. I'm a big fan of anything Sylvanian Spotlight. I do a lot of necro, I do a lot of undead, and I do a lot of vampire. As I said, I haven't done vampire in the new one yet, but I will. And when I go in there, I'll be going in hard. I'll be tourneys, I'll be league. I generally do that. I'll do a lot of tourneys and leagues of the same team throughout. It just means that I can keep doing the plays that I know work and learn off those plays and practice and rinse and repeat. So, what do we got here? Your team. It's a vampire, not a vampire, it's a undead team with no mummies. Mummies are the key to your team. Is there a star player in here? So 3 ghouls. What have we got here? 12 players. This doesn't show the rerolls. Yes, it does down here. 3 rerolls. Where's your mummies? And what's value is this? Oh, that's my team. Why did it load my team? That didn't load. That's my play around team. I took that as a game against someone I was trying to coach. Said, oh, I'll just take a team with no mummies and I'll coach how to coach a tabletop game. And that was the roster I took. Sorry, I don't know. That's not yours. No, it's not yours. Let's close that. Let's go back to Blood Bowl. Let's load yours again. No, it didn't load. Sorry, buddy. It loads my team, not yours. Whoops. I'll try it one more time. No, it won't load. I can't do it. How many thralls per vamp? So you said it's 1200, right? Well, let's have a little bit of a play, shall we? Tour play. Let's check out. So, look, it's almost worth doing a 16-man roster. 15 if you've got to sacrifice something for a reroll. Actually, 16's probably overkill, admittedly. But let me just... where am I going? Teams. I need to check out. Good old vamps. So let's just say you took all 6 vampires. So the 2 runners, the 2 throwers, and the 2 blitzers. That's 640 from memory. Correct me if I'm wrong. So 640. What do you say? 1.2. So 3 rerolls at 60 each. Or are they 7? No, they're 60 each. So that's 180 on top of that. Actually, let's do one more. Let's do 4 rerolls at 60 each. On top of the 640. That's 900. That's 300k left for thralls. So, how many's that? That's 7. You can't quite get 8. So that's more than enough. That's a 13-man roster. So you might then think about dropping one of those blitzers. So let's work on 8 thralls to start with, which will be, what's 320? So 320 for the 8 thralls. And then we're going to go 2 throwers, that's a no-brainer, so that's 220. 2 runners, that's a no-brainer, that's 200. And then just 1 vampire blitzer for 110. That's 850. plus also your 4 rerolls, which is 240. That's 1090. Oh, you could easily get another blitzer. I must have miscalculated something along the way. Alright. Am I right? So 640 plus 340 plus 240, 1220. I might have miscalculated something. 8 times 40 is 320. Plus the rerolls, which is 240 for 4 of them. Oh no, it is. It's exactly 1200. So I would be doing 8 thralls, 6 vamps, 4 rerolls. That's exactly what I would be doing. And I would be putting... I'd be making 1 thrower just a leader for your 5th reroll. The other thrower, I would make a blodger if you could. The runners get dodge, and the 2 blitzers, frenzy and strip ball. So a thrower's a ball carrier. Your runners are there to score quickly. So it's a simple come up, throw or hand off to your runner, and then your runner just runs in and scores. You've got 2 runners there, so you've got 1 for hypno-gaze support. If you needed to find a little cheeky pathway through. And the other one just runs in and scores. That's how I would do that build, and I would make it a 5 reroll build. So yeah, like I said, I wouldn't bother with the Vargeist. You could drop a Thrall and then upgrade one of the blitzers to the Vargeist, so then it's 5 vampires and the Vargeist. But you lose a Thrall for that as well. So that'll mean that it's 8 plus 5. No, it wouldn't be. It'd be 7 plus 6. Sorry, 7 plus 6 is your 13-man roster. I prefer a 14-man roster for vampires. 3 on the bench. You're gonna chew Thralls. You may not chew a Thrall, but you're gonna have a game where you could go through 6. Seen it happen. Played against plenty of the new vampires. Sometimes they are super effective. Sometimes that injury roll is a solid 8, 9, 10, 11 or 12. And if it's a Vargeist doing it, it's generally a 7 turns into a KO. Most of the time. So you're KOing your own players. So, yeah. I don't take the Vargeist. That's my opinion. Yeah. Gee, that's not bad. 1200, am I right? That's right. Yeah, 1.2. That's exactly a 14-man roster, all 6 positionals. So what are the skills? You can take, for tier 2, 6 primaries and 2 secondaries. So the vamps have access to... the runners only have access to agility and general. They don't have the strength. Your blitzers have the strength and your throwers have the passing. Yeah, so secondaries, yeah, there are none. It's just straight up, unless you took the Vargeist and then that's a secondary. There's one after that that's even more gold. Another tournament after this one, you mean, that gives you more gold? Yeah, right. That's full on. 1200 is still a lot. A lot of the ones... Oh, not true. Sometimes it depends on the packs. The one that I'm going to is you buy your pack out of your treasury, and those packs give you anywhere from 8 skills to 14 skills. So I think 80k gives you the 8 skill pack. 100k gives you the 10 skill pack. Something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'll... No, 8 skills... No, 80k gives you 4 skills. That's how it works. 20k per skill. And progresses up that way. That's how it works. So 100k for 5 skills, 120k for 6 skills, 140k, and it's there's 6 of them. So A, B, C, D, E, F. Yeah, so there's 6 options. So or is there more than that? Or is it 80, 120? No, it's 80, 120, 160, 200, 240. 8 skills for vamps, yeah. So you chew it up pretty quickly. You'll go strip ball frenzy, that's 2. Double dodge on the runners, that's 4. You got your block dodge on one of the throwers, that's 6. Leader, that's 7. And whether or not you're going then maybe kick. It doesn't give you limitations on skill stacking, I assume. I didn't read that far ahead if it did or didn't. Oh, so only 2 dodges because you can't take obviously a third. Okay, so one of the runners has to be dodge. I'd probably make one of the throwers. In fact, I probably wouldn't. I'd just make both the runners dodge. Both the throwers block, or maybe maybe one of the runners a wrestler and the other one a block dodge, and that's a ball carrier, but still strength 4 on the throwers is probably better. Yeah, that's slightly tricky actually. Not sure how I'd distribute that. I know lead is definitely on one of the throwers, then block on one of the other throwers. I guess you could throw Frenzy block on one of the blitzers. On the Frenzy blitzer. And then wrestle strip ball on the other blitzer. Or do you just jump? No, I'd probably go Frenzy blocks. That's 2. Wrestle strip ball. That's 4. Double dodge. That's 6. But your throwers still need skills. So you could go block wrestle on those guys as well. And that's your 8 skills. Yeah, I'd have to play around with that. I'd have to think pretty seriously about whether or not I wanted one of those blitzers to be holding up 2 skills or not. I mean, you use the blitzers quite regularly for the hitting, so maybe throwing block on them isn't too bad. Yeah, you'd probably then think about just wrestle on the strip baller. But even then, you don't need to worry about that, because Juggernaut takes care of that. So I probably wouldn't worry about wrestle. Wrestle's a waste. Block's better, because with the jugs, you'll turn off an opponent's wrestle, and you can just then use block. So, and of course, if you're hypno-gazing your ball carrier, which might be a blodger or has sure hands, that solves that problem as well. So you don't need wrestle, you just need block. Or again, a push and the ball comes out, and that's sometimes variable because the ball could still scatter in a better spot. Good night, my friend. I hope you have a good night. I hope you go really well in the tournament. When's it due to play? What's the date on this bad boy? If I go back to... The tournament is due on the 28th of the 9th, so that's in 3 weeks' time. So good luck in your game, your tourneys. Good luck with your Blood Bowl 3, and don't listen to me because I'm a horrible Blood Bowl coach. So get advice off people who probably are better coaches than a better coach than I am. All right, good night. I'm going to call it a day as well. And go from there. When you take pro, you probably don't need it. New vampires don't need it. Old animal savagery was really important. These days, the pro's not super important. The only reason you take pro on animal savagery was because it was a 4-up roll. So you could re-roll that potentially with a 3+. and then get out of trouble again. And the meta was slightly different too, so you needed your pro for your hypno gaze every now and again too. So pro was definitely a key back in the day. I think these days your combat skills, like your strip ball, your combat, your dodge on your runners, all that sort of jazz. You might think about maybe pro on one of the throwers, but because you're only going to be limited to 8 skills, those 8 skills are going to be better spent elsewhere, in my opinion. So yeah, I don't think pro is your option. But again, as I said, don't listen to me. I'm horrible. I'm shit. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'll be proved wrong because I'll play against somebody who's got mass pro and they'll just wipe the floor with me. No, not true. But yeah, talk to your brains trust, whoever that is, whoever your Discord group is, whoever your tournament fellow coaches are, whoever your tabletop league players are. That's what I do. I talk as much as I can about the thoughts and ideas I have, because that is the best way to work it out, is hearing the thoughts and opinions of others, which generally leans you into a decision because you'll hear the same thing over and over again. Alright, good night all, catch us all later. Thank you for anyone who did watch. We'll be doing... we missed the last Not a Game of the league. I didn't stream it because I just didn't feel like it, but we'll do Not a Games coming up. We'll have obviously ReBBL games coming up to stream as well. Any missed games that if you want to catch up on, you can go and check them out on the YouTube, BrutalMatt. And to all my nonners, both down for Nonna. Catch us all later.